Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Loaded.
Yeah. What? Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. Oh my god. It's like weird that I still get like almost stage fright. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well? I think the microphone is good, but I just want to ask. Hi, David. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Andy Fletcher, Master Shifu, Megan, Natalie, Krishna, Carla. Hello, everyone. And it's awesome to have you here. And a couple of you were so glad to be here on time. So, yes, my new hairstyle. I love it so much. They're so fresh, so they're like really stiff. But it's, give me a few weeks and they'll be like soft and, but I love it. And thank you guys. You can hear me perfect. Thank you, Megan. Okay, so I have a little schedule. As you know, the hour just goes by so fast. So I'm trying to sort of like plan everything and, keep things a little bit in order. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about tattoo consultations in real life versus the TAT chat. Because on the TAT chat, I just get your photo and a question and your name. That's it. And in real life, you come into the shop, you meet me in person, we sit down in the sofa and like, okay, so tell me, and then I let you tell me your story behind it and what you really wanted and all of your thoughts. And, you're telling me your dream tattoo, and I'm just sitting there thinking, how do I make this possible, So those consultations, I really miss those, and I can't wait to have them again. But the thing is, with the TAT chat things, I feel like I can't really sort of make your wish come true, because the wishes, I can't read them that clear as I can in a one-to-one consultation in the studio, right? So I just wanted to sort of make almost like a disclaimer, really. Like I feel like I can't make 100% in these consultations, but I am just making them to educate you and to sort of show you what is possible, so I think they will be good enough. But yeah. Okay. Just reading something through here. Okay. Looks awesome. You're glowing. Thank you, Mel's. Okay, good. And then I wanted to really just mention a little thing, which is the photos that some of you are sending me for a critique or a consultation. And I just wanted to make sure, I want to really tell you how important it is to show me good photos. Like I said, it needs to be in good lighting and in a good angle, so that if it is your upper arm, you can't take a photo of like a selfie from here or there. You need to stand straight and have someone, or put your phone on a tripod or something and take a photograph like in the perfect angle, straight forward, so that I can sort of use the photo as a canvas. I can't do that if it's like tilted, angled in every direction. So the angles are very important, lighting, and that it's not too zoomed in. Some of you are taking photographs of just the tattoo. I need to see where it's placed. I need to understand the placement of the tattoo and see how much space we have around it that I might be able to work on. So just remember that for the future. And then I'm going to just click through a little bit of what we're going to do today. Since I didn't have time to do all of the consultations that everyone has sent me, because there are a lot of those that I sort of maybe didn't get the best idea to help you, or maybe it's not my style, maybe it's not my specialty, maybe there's several other reasons why it doesn't fit into my TAT chat consultations. So I would like to sort of show you 15, if I can make all of them, quick responses. I'm calling it that because they're not consultations, they're more like what could you do with it. And I'm gonna have one consultation, which I think is gonna be pretty cool, and I'm gonna try to have time for 3 critiques in the end, and I'm gonna do Q&As in between. Remember, if it's very nice if you can I forgot to put on the remember to if you want to ask me a question, type question in caps before your question, so that I can start, and I can scroll and I can see question, so I understand that it's a question. Otherwise, it's so nice that you are chatting with each other and getting to know each other as well. Keep doing that, the electric fam. So, okay. A question. Today, for the first time, I think I burnt my tattoo with sun. It's swollen. Is it dangerous? I don't know what to do because something like this never happened. The tattoo is 1 year old. If it's 1 year old, then it shouldn't be dangerous at all. It's just, I would say, you just burned your skin. And because you have this tattoo there, I noticed as well that this arm that I have a lot of dark blue, my whole skin is darker on that side. It has more pigment because of the tattoo. So it attracts sunlight more. So the tattoo sort of gets hotter than my non-tattooed skin. So you have to sort of just like remember to put sunscreen on and take care of your tattoo like it is a sort of a skin that is a little bit more sensitive because it has pigment inside. So it's attracting the sunlight. It's like wearing a dark t-shirt instead of a white t-shirt. The white t-shirt, it feels cooler. The darker t-shirt attracts the sunlight, so it gets hotter. So that's basically my theory. I'm not a doctor, but it's my theory. Okay. Okay. Lamy. Question. Is numbing cream effective before, during the session? Thank you. I did the last episode. I answered the question about numbing creams, and I explained how to use it, how long before, and how to apply it and everything. So I don't want to do that question, the same. I can't remember everything I said. I think I answered it quite, but it's gonna be uploaded as a clip soon. So either check out my last episode and wait for the question to pop up, or just see my clip coming up as a video on my channel soon. Where do you send the tattoo pictures for consultation? On the tatchat.com. The tatchat.com. I have consultation form, critique form, and question form. Simple. Okay, I'm getting stressed by you are very good with the questions, but I need to sort of get my my schedule going as well. Let's see here. Okay, I'm keeping the time, 9:13. Okay. Okay, so I have 15 quick responses for you. Let's see here. Where did I put them? It was here in files. Okay. I'll put it like this one. Okay. So this one is Maria. Can't work. Designed my own tattoo, but the tattoo artist tattooed the sketch. How can I make it look more realistic? I would sort of totally honestly, I wouldn't try to fix this into be looking more realistic. I wouldn't keep the clock, and I wouldn't keep those sort of branches or whatever. I can't really see what it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be branches or I'm not sure. I would say, and this is not that dark, I would actually go for a cover-up, but you could go for a cover-up with the same objects. If you really want the animal skull and the clock and the rose, that's what you really want, then you can have a cover-up with those, but just make them so much better and have an artist, make a realistic design and just blast over. That's what I would do with this one. Next one is Elisa. How would you cover my tattoo? This is a photo that it's very, very difficult for me to work with. I can see the placement, but I can't see sort of the size really, because I can't see how big the arm is around it. So please, like, send me better photos. But how could you cover? You could sort of cover this with anything. You just need to know sort of what you want and what style, and then the tattoo artist will figure out a perfect way to cover this up. So I'm gonna be fast here now. Lil Teresa, is it possible to do a complete cover-up? Yes. It is a lot of darkness here though. So like the text and the lines on the Ace of Spade thing, all the black lines, they are quite disturbing here. So you can't like make, like soft pink roses. But as long as you make something that has some darkness where it needs to be dark, and it has details, it has lots of things happening, you're kind of making the illusion, so you're not going to be able to see those lines that might appear beneath it. But you can sort of do anything. But again, find an artist that does the style that you want and has experience in cover-ups, and have them design something for you on your tattoo, so you know how it's gonna look. Next one is this? Yes, it's K. My mom isn't happy with her old tattoo, but she doesn't know what to do with it. What would you do? This is so open. Here you can do anything. The old tattoo is so like it's not super black anymore. It's faded quite a lot. It's like gray. So I think you could do anything here as long as just that area of the old tattoo, keep it in cool colors like green, blue, or purple, preferably blue, or in gray tones. So all gray or greenish, bluish, or purplish. Those are the best ones to cover up something that used to be really black, because it's almost gray already. It's almost blue already. It's almost purple. It's almost turquoise or teal. It's just you don't use like orange or yellow or pink on that area, but you can use that next to it, So you can do like anything. There are no ends to the possibilities. Donna, is my tattoo fixable? Can the border be lightened? Is there anything you can do to make it look better for background? This reminds me a little bit of the flower on the upper arm that I had a consultation on earlier, because you just need to sort of fade the outer line. It's so black and like hard. So you can't lighten it, because then you'll only make it sort of grayish. You need to add to it. You need to make it grow, but in a fading way. So you need to add more black, but then more and more water to water it out and fade it out. And if you fade like really well, you're not going to even notice that it's black. You're just going to notice the animal popping out of it. And that's good. Artists can do that. Okay, so this is Liam, and he asks, "Hi Linda, my question is, how can I improve my older tattoo? Thank you." I would like, honestly, Liam, this is, first of all, it's not my style at all. This is biomechanical. Biomechanical stuff is, in my point of view, it was like the 80s, 90s sort of new schoolish way to do some cool version of a tribal. And now there are a very few great biomechanical artists out there. So I wouldn't know how to make a really cool biomechanical tattoo, but if it's that you want, if that's what you really want, you should like research, find some, one of the best biomechanical tattoo artists in the world, and have them do a complete cover up and like make something on your whole upper arm, maybe your whole arm, and make it like really super nice biomechanical stuff, because then they make it bigger and better and more awesome and detailed. And this, if you were coming to me to do something, I would just cover it with something that I enjoy tattooing, and biomechanical is not one of those things. Okay, I'm being super fast here. Okay, I'm in the zone. So that was Liam. This is Vince. I have 3 separate tattoos I did over 15 years ago. Not happy with the way they are aging. I find that I wasted one prime real estate space. Well, okay, I was wondering if it was possible to cover them up with one big piece. I was thinking of a raven and ravens and maybe some branches or flowers and the moon. Would it be possible to do in black and colors? Yes. Yes. It's possible. The thing is, this just needs a lot of black. And a raven is black. Some mysterious tree branches, they're black. They're dark. A lot of dark. You just have to place the moon in an area that is not affected, so you need to place the moon somewhere where you don't have the old tattoo. So that could be beneath, between the text and the crab somewhere, you can have some moonlight. The thing is, I would say when I Googled raven tattoo, it was a lot of those dark, so just Google those, just Google or find on Pinterest examples for raven tattoos, raven moonlight tattoos, or not even tattoos. Don't Google tattoos. I wasn't talking to you, Google. Don't Google tattoos. Google raven art, raven moonlight art, so that you'll find some nice artwork, paintings, drawings, or even photographs, and then bring that to a tattoo artist that can make their style of it. Okay? Kimberly, do you think this could be covered up without laser? I was just going to do a blast over with lilies and black background, and a lot of stuff that she wanted to do. But yes, I mean, it's a tiny little tattoo on the top of your shoulder. As long as you are not making a tattoo like this that is placed like right there, because that's going to be difficult. But as long as you place something maybe, down here and make it bigger, use the size. You have a bigger size on, I'm not saying you have a big arm. I'm saying you have space. You have lots more space left on the arm. So why just put something right at the top? It's like hanging a picture on your living room wall, just in the corner of the wall, and not using the space. That's my opinion. So here you can do anything. You just do whatever you want to do. Just go to an artist that knows what they're doing, has experience with cover-ups, and does the style that you want. Easy peasy. Liliana. Hi, this is a question for my friend, but she isn't wanting to fill out the whole information. But she has 7 paw prints going up her back and was wanting to know what would be the best way to cover it without having to put anything in between the trail of the paw prints. First of all, this image itself is, it's taking from below, so I can't see like the whole back. It's taken against the lamp so that the light sort of gives the shade. It's a really, really difficult picture to work with. But however, my first idea was just make some nice flowers somewhere, but don't make them like one flower above a paw, flower on paw, flower on paw. That's gonna look really static and weird. So you need to sort of place flowers, like drizzle them, and then you can still have some space between, but you just drizzle the flowers or whatever you want to do. But flowers would be a nice way to make this something nice, feminine and flowy without having this static, trail. So, and then we have, let's see, Trinity, help. I'm getting a cover up done. I want flowers and 3 hummingbirds. And the lady said I have to get color. Do I? What can I do to fix this and get flowers and hummingbirds again? Help. If you don't want color, you can do in black and gray. However, it will need to be even more black. You can't sort of fix this without, because you can't, you're adding ink to the tattoo. You can't remove anything. You're always adding. And you can't add to light. You need to add to dark. So it will be very difficult to fix this without just, I would sort of just have an artist smooth out stuff, smooth out the lines, make the leaves smoother, make some nice shading, and use white maybe to sort of lighten. And that's it really. Someone that can just do a little makeover with some nicer realistic shading. That's either that or like just laser, and then you can do something more soft and more like a soft black and gray style. But that's, more time and more money and more pain. Okay, Rigmor, this is number 11. I have 15 in total. Rigmor, can my tattoo become more realistic? If you have sort of the photograph of these exact flowers, then I guess it could be done to sort of try to copy the photograph even more. I would say you can also try to just work on the colors, maybe get some highlighted color or some reflecting color that just makes them sort of get the same warmth or the same cold light. That can also add a little bit. And you can also work on the background, make more realistic background by adding more to it. But I mean, this is quite nice. This is quite realistic. It's not super realistic, but it's quite realistic, and I think it's a nice tattoo. Alida, what can I do with this? I can't flip it right now, but you can see what it is. What can she do with this? Anything. Just as I told the other early small tattoo, as long as you have this small tattoo, don't be afraid to go a little bit bigger. If you go bigger, you can make sort of anything. But you can't sort of make anything if you want to cover something this size with something this size. Then you're sort of stuck. Or you just need to make one dark purple flower. That's it. But you can do anything if you just go to an artist that knows what they're doing and has experience with cover-ups and does the style that you want. Okay, next one. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I want to get a sleeve. Is that possible on these scars? I would just say as long as the scars are more than 2 to 3 years old, preferably 3 years old plus, no problem at all. The only thing is that when the light hits that skin, you might get some shades, just beneath the bump on these scars. If they are bumpy, you have some light and you will make shades. So even though, if you would try to cover your whole arm, your skin, with a, like this foundation, like really hard foundation thing, you will still see that it's going to cover up the colors in the scar, but it's not going to cover up the bumpiness in the scar. So when you're tattooing something like this, you need to sort of use it. You need to use it inside the image. So for example, what I'm seeing here could be sorry, now I'm talking so much. Nature, it could be sea, a lake, grass, hills, forest with lots of trees. You can make the whole sleeve into one theme, like sorry. One theme. It could be, a nice place that gives you that positive vibe. Make this into something positive for yourself, and make something really inspiring for yourself and safe. Make that safe place, find the safe place. Is it a landscape? Maybe it's a building, maybe it's a city, it could be anything. But I think as long as you're making something that is quite detailed, you will see the details, and you're not going to see those scars. At least that much. You might see them in some lighting, but nobody's going to even, they're not going to notice it unless they really know that it used to be there, Good luck with that. And then we have Michael. I used myself when I was younger as a canvas. How would you cover up this mess? And is it possible without color to cover the tattoos? I love skulls, phoenix, koi, dark woods type of design, but they tend to have lots of empty spaces in their design. Thanks. Well, those things that you mentioned, like phoenix, koi, those are not stuff that I enjoy doing myself. But I mean, first of all, I would just say, why do people do this? Why do you just well, anyway, that's how you learn, right? I would say it's difficult to cover this up without colors, at least, especially the one on your hand. Either you need to use color, or you need to just do something black it out, make something cool. I mean, it looks like you have a lot of tattoos, and if you're used to have tattoos and you're not afraid to go bold, I would maybe even consider that, doing almost like this style. But I have pink magnolias and blackout. You could have blue Lego pieces, or you can have a mandala pattern somewhere, or it could be geometric 3-dimensional art things. It's so many things that you can just put in here. Or it could be even old school tattoos, or since you're having a black sort of background, you can have old school tattoos inverted, you know what I mean, so that black becomes white, red becomes green, everything becomes the opposite. You can just invert a photo and then tattoo it. That could look amazing. It will look like your arm is inverted, like it was a traditional tattoo arm, but just you inverted the photo, so everything is the opposite. Just an idea, you could do anything. You just need to think a little bit outside of the box and go to someone that knows what they're doing. And lastly, Safa, how can I cover this tattoo without going too extra? I want something soft and not huge, with only black and gray and white, no colors, for an artistic drawing or a flower. If you don't want to make the size bigger, that's totally fine, but then you really need to use what you have. You can make a flower on this. You just need to sort of make it just beneath the text, and then you can add maybe some darker leaves that are covering up the text. for example. So stuff like that you can do. Or you just need to make a rose or a flower that is darker and just is dark on that area. But it is difficult, more difficult to cover up black tattoos with black and gray, because black and gray is not black and gray. Black and gray is black and skin. It's black, it's your skin, and how do we, what's in the middle? It's black watered down. It's water. So black will cover, your skin will not, and all of this area in between will not cover because it has a lot of water with the black. Do you understand? So all of this is see-through. It's just the black that is covering. Okay? That was all of my 15 quick responses. What do you think about that? Was it okay? Was it okay to have like these quick responses? Because then I could sort of, help more of you. And maybe you'll, I don't know, maybe you understand something from this. I hope it sort of taught you something. When you go black, you never go back. That's sort of true, David. Actually, after I bought all these Apple products like Mac, I said, once you go Mac, you never go back. So, fantastic. It's okay. Good. Okay. Question. I'm having my first tattoo in 3 weeks. How will I know when it's healed? As I've never had one, I don't actually know what the healing process involves. I was told it can scab over. When you get a tattoo, you will get aftercare instructions from your tattoo artist. If you don't, that's not a good thing. That's not a good omen, or just touched something here. So it's never a good thing if the tattoo artist doesn't give you aftercare advice. So they should always give you that. You can also, of course, ask them prior to the tattoo consultation appointment if you want. So it's better for you if you want to sort of prepare, but you don't need to, because you go home with a fresh tattoo. You will get a piece of paper which says, step-by-step instructions how to do it. Usually it's just to keep it clean. First of all, keep it clean from bacteria, because it's an open wound. So it's open for bacteria and viruses and anything to sort of get in there and make you sick or the tattoo sick. So keep it clean and protect it as much as you can. And then some tattoo artists likes dry healing. Some artists recommend ointments and creams. I'm more of a cream kind of artist. I think those are better, as long as it's not one of those oily ointments. I like most those sort of softer lotions that dry quickly. But anyway, your question was how, let's see here, how will I know when it's healed? There's a simple response to that, actually, because there are several steps in healing. First, you will see that the tattoo is sort of, it has a weird layer that hurts a little bit if you touch it, so it's sort of sensitive, and then it will start to dry up a little bit. If you follow like really good aftercare instructions, you don't get scabbing at all. I recommend not getting scabs at all, because if they fall off, or if you accidentally, or just like scratch it and it comes off, that will take off and rip out some of the ink that is supposed to be there. So it can totally destroy your tattoo. So scabs is like, try not to get them, and you get them by having the, I don't know what it's called, the What's the name of that? Oh my god, now it's like all still. When you're healing, it comes out a moisture like from your own body, the plasma. When the plasma gets air, it dries up and makes a scab. So, and that's what you have to try to avoid. And as soon as your skin is sort of matte in a way, it's not shiny anymore, it's back to normal texture wise, and you don't feel any difference on the skin like from, you know, the tattoo and not tattoo, it's totally healed. Okay, you guys, I need to thank you, plasma. I need to do my consultation now because I have this awesome great idea that I really want to show you guys. Okay, first of all, this is Mackenzie. Okay, if you're here, Mackenzie, you're it today. I have a mess of an arm and I need advice. So she has 2 tattoos really that she wanted to cover, but I'm only gonna help her with one of them, and it's a monkey, and she wants to cover the monkey with a face clock tattoo. And I would just like to say right, you know, in the beginning, Google face clock tattoo. The first image here, that's what you sent me, this one. And if you Google face clock tattoo, this is what you get. I mean, they're all sort of the same. So I would say, please, this is a super trendy thing. It's like, it's really cool. If you do it really well, it's really nice, but you're falling into a trendy trap. It is almost as trendy as the tribals were. So I'm just saying. But just because I can and you're not here to tell me what I can and cannot do, I am going to make what I think would be awesome, even though I have no idea who you are, what you like, or anything. But that's, you know, that's me. Okay. Is the music too loud or anything? It scared you. Okay. Okay. First of all, copy this. Copy. And then paste. And then making a layer here. Super pink. There. Okay. Now you see I have a pink layer. And then bigger. Okay. Now I am just sort of covering up her whole tattoo with just a layer of color, just to have the size of the arm and the size of the tattoo. I don't know, maybe we should sort of just keep that text there just for now, just to have something. Yeah. Just to keep something from her older tattoos. It's nice to have some charming old tattoos as well. Okay, now she has a pink arm. Now I'm deleting that one because I'm not using it. And then what I was thinking is I need to add, let's see here. No, not gallery. Okay, I'm getting stressed by all of these. The buttons and the time and everything. But I'll try to make it super quick. Insert a photo. And I put, oh, you have my selfies and my baby eating chocolate and everything. Okay, I had an idea. Look at this. First of all, you can sort of do this. No, we don't want to do this. Because she's looking straight ahead and it's super boring when you're looking straight ahead. So then I found something that was more like from the side, and then I thought, no, you know what, glasses always work. So this one, she's my model. And then we're just putting her face there, and I need to see a little bit what we're doing here, so because I need to know where she's going. Let's see here. You see when I put it here, then she's gonna get tattooed in her face. So I can put her here, and then she can sort of cry. Yeah, we can do that. Something like that. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Bear with me now, because I have an idea in my head. It's difficult when you're having an idea and then you have a timer and you only have 5 minutes to show this idea. Okay, so fast. Insert a photo, and it was sort of, you wanted a clock, right? So we're just not making it analog, because I'm so tired of these analog clocks. So just to like do something fun here. Okay, and then okay, and let's see, what it was about. I did make some notes, and then some neon, more like neon signs and stuff. As you guys know, I like neon and stuff. And then we can just play around with this. Multiply, no. Yes, here we are, screen. Okay. Oh, I need to do that first. Screen. There we go, and then size. We can put it up there. I want to move her a little bit. Okay, do that, something like that, maybe. Okay, this looks pretty weird, I know. And then put this on top, and we play around with, first of all, this one needs to go saturation, pinkish, and then we need that layer brush. I still haven't been able to fix my brushes, but I'm learning. Putting pink on the lower, everything that is sort of facing the clock. I'm adding pink. And everything that is sort of, you know, the clock, the light could hit. Just playing around. Okay, the clock is ticking. Okay, adding some pink here, and then here. Okay. And then darken. No. Screen. No. What was it? This one. Soft light. Yes. Liking it, and then making it lighter, lighter that way, more color, and then more pinkish. Okay, maybe even lighter. Yeah, so that it's not like too bright. And then we need to also make her, the whole thing needs to be darker because it's a cover-up. So no, saturation, brightness down, and then we can also of course add more. And then her, we can just use the smudge tool. Okay, just like smudge everything out here, make it more like a dreamy, just smudging it all the way down here. And then we can add more gray or whatever. Okay, smudging, okay. Oh, you get what I'm doing. And then up there, smudging it just up. And I mean, this can also be moved, but it would be cool to maybe, you know, something like that, maybe even bigger. I don't know, it can hide her in a way. This one we can just that would be cool as well, just like that. And then also the same, we're making it cooler, soft light, hard light, yes. And then again a little bit more cooler, not that warm, almost like this. So something like this would be a cool cover up. But yeah, I know right now it's a lot of white. If anyone knows what Kavinsky is, yeah, I think I've heard of one of those artists that does a lot of these neon stuff, and I would love to do more like this too. The thing is, now we need to put this on top, because this was the before picture, you know. So, and then we need to sort of blend them a little bit together to see that this is actually possible. And not normal. Let's see, darken. You see that it's gonna be visible in those lighter areas. So you have to sort of always, I don't have time to make, you know, all of that details, but in her face there are lines there. We could just make black makeup. She could be crying or something. And the neon sign, we could do that in different colors just to like make it pop in a way. Everything can be moved so that, you know, that it looks cool. So I'm just saying, like, this or something like this is possible to make if that's something that you want. This is just I would just want to show you, like, this is something that I would do if someone wanted a girl face and a clock. Then I would be like, okay, let's do a digital neon, you know, like glowing glasses that are shiny, and it just looks so much more interesting than these ones. But that's my personal preference in a way. So I'm guessing, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even have time to do all of my critiques. We only have a few minutes left, so let's do some Q&As. So hit me with some really good questions, okay? So out of the box, completely different. I love thinking out of the box. Please, I just want to make tattoos that is not the typical ones that you see on the street like all the time. And use your personality, you know. If you like neon 80s things like I do, use that. It's so much cool stuff that you can do. It's just like anything is possible. Question: in case of a cover-up, do you ask a permission to the previous tattoo artist? Asking this because the tattoo shop I go, all artists do that. Really? okay, in case of a cover up, no. I mean, you can if you know that person and it's a friend of yours or it's a colleague of yours, then of course you can do that just to be nice. I mean, it's a nice gesture, but it's your body, it's your tattoo, and if you want to get it covered up, you go and get it covered up. But I guess, if I made a tattoo and you go to one of my colleagues to get a cover up of the tattoo I made, I would be super happy. Because I know that my colleagues will do a great job, and I know that people change, and I know that I change. I'm an artist. I develop, I learn stuff, I get better all the time, and most artists do. And you as a client, maybe you just don't want that tattoo anymore. Maybe you don't even think it's a bad tattoo. It's like, I don't need to be angry for that. It's your tattoo, your skin, your money. If you go to one of my colleagues, I would just be like, hell yeah. I would be proud of them. So, but that's me. I know a lot of tattoo artists are not like that. So I can't answer for everyone, sadly. Okay, question. Can you tattoo over moles? I would say that it's possible. You can, technically, but I wouldn't recommend freckles, like big freckles or moles, or pigmentation, like stains. I had some, like here and there. I do have a lot of sort of big freckles around my body. And the thing is that they can, if you're tattooing and covering them with ink so you can't see them anymore, it's difficult to see if they should change over time, if they should change size or color. You can't see that, so you can't see the warning signals if some of those or one of those should have something, dangerous. I don't know. It's just, so the thing is, what I hate is when people are tattooing like way around it and like going on a line, and then you have a freckle or a mole, and then you're like going like this. Then it's like easier just make something next to it so you don't have to sort of like break the tattoo because of this one little mole or something. So I don't know. Just be careful with that. If you have someone that you should be keeping an eye out for, don't cover them with ink so that you don't see the color change or the size change. But ask your doctor in case you're like, okay, I'm getting this arm tattooed. What do you think about these moles or these freckles or anything? And then the doctor can give you better answers than I can. Okay. Da, da, da. Question. Can a blackout tattoo with stars look good on a skinny arm? I really want a half sleeve, but I'm skinny. That's like, I don't know. That's like, should I wear black since I'm skinny? Because black often makes you look even skinnier in a way. But I would just, if you want it, if you feel like that's what you want to get because you think it looks cool, don't think about the fact that you're skinny. No, I wouldn't keep that away from this. It's like, I would like to have, for me, I'm more the opposite of skinny at the moment. But it doesn't stop me from having tattoos that might even make me look even bigger in a way. I don't know, but at the same time I do understand, because the neck thing, since the lines are very like vertical, they help my neck look sort of thinner, skinnier in a way, and I like that. So I don't know, I think it's a individual thing. You need to try it. try wearing sort of a tattoo sleeve. You can buy those cheap sleeves that you just put on. Just try it for fun, or have someone draw on you. Like, use a black marker that is safe for the skin, of course, but use that, draw on it, try it out, play around with it. And I mean, it's a big decision to make, so spend some time trying it out. Try these temporary tattoos, or just those, tattoo sleeves and stuff. Use that and try and think and feel and see what your heart is telling you. Okay, you guys, we're like running out of time. Okay, but one more question. How did you get started making hyper-realistic tattoos, or whatever your style is called? Thank you for calling it hyper realistic, because that's what I'm trying to do. The thing is, I drew portraits when I was like 15, 16 years old. I started drawing portraits of people, and I just enjoyed copying reality so much. And I drew portraits of my friends and their family, and eventually it was like a little side job. Next to school, people were sending me photographs in the mail, and I drew their portrait and I sent it back to them, and I made some cash on the side, So, and that, when I first started tattooing, I think I made my first portrait 1 year in or something, and my mentor was like, damn, you can do this. But it was because I had so much experience and experience in drawing realism and drawing portraits, so it was easy for me. And then it just grew from that. And it's never too late to sort of learn and expand and be better at what you do, if you just love to do that. I never received my answer. Oh, Eddie, sorry. I'll see. Question: does traditional tattoos last longer than this new era of tattoos? I would say it doesn't matter the style, but I get what you're saying, because the traditional tattoos have fat, solid lines, and those lines are sort of they work sort of as a fence in a tattoo. Actually, when you're tattooing a line, it has another effect inside the skin. It works like an underskin sort of fence. It's difficult to understand, but look at this fence, but the fence is going down, underground, under the skin. The line is an underskin fence. So it sort of helps keeping the other color, the filling color, the coloring inside, and it helps it keep it inside. And it also sort of helps it from expanding or like running out in a way. It's difficult to explain, but something like this. And so that's why I would just say, as long as tattoos have a lot of black and hard details and are not too soft all over, they are gonna hold super well. And that's why traditional tattoos always sort of look better when they are older, because of those black lines and simple flat colors, So if you can use that in realism, then it will stay safe, it will stay good. But if you're too soft, and then it will sort of fade and don't have that same solid effect. I hope you're not mad at me, Eddie, for giving you a slow answer for that. Okay, but that was it, you guys. We're actually 4 minutes past. Thank you so much for joining me. I didn't have time for everything today. I can do more critiques next week. And I have to say, I think next week, episode 10, will be the last of this season. And that's because we're gonna have a little vacation, and so I need to rest a little bit and spend some time with family and enjoy the summer. So I hope you guys all also enjoy the summer. But one more week, next week, episode 10, and then we'll do a little break. I don't know for how long, but we'll see. So thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you in a week then. And sign up for more of the TAT Chat if you want. Go to the tatchat.com. Become a member on my YouTube channel so you can use emojis, and you have this little nice bolt next to your name like Andy Fletcher has. And yeah, that's it really. And if you guys are on Twitch, I'll be streaming there more and more. And also during the summer when I have time. Just drawing and chatting. But that's it, okay? Thank you so much. See you in 1 week. Bye-bye.
This is the TAT Chat with Electric Linda.